Welcome back to Rugby from the Stands. We are continuing our Road to England 2025 series, my personal journey to get to know the women's 15s games ahead of the World Cup. We've covered the structured machines of England and Canada and the organized chaos of the Black Ferns. Today, we look at the enigma, the artists, the team that is without a doubt the most exciting and often the most frustrating team to watch in world rugby. We're talking about France, Les Bleues. Here is the most important and most painful statistic you need to know about French women's rugby. They have competed in 9 World Cups. They have reached the semi-finals in 8 of them, and they have never made it to a final. Think about that. 8 times they have been on the doorstep of greatness, and 8 times they have fallen. In 2022, they lost the semi-final to the Black Ferns by a single point, 25-24, in the story of constant heartbreak. They're always in the top 4, always contenders, but they haven't been able to break through that final glass ceiling. And the question is always why? The answer to why lies in their identity. French rugby is built on a concept we call French flair. It's not about rigid structures or set patterns, it's about instinct. It's about playing what you see. It's offloads in contact, audacious counterattacks from their own 22, and moments of individual brilliance that no coach could ever draw up on a whiteboard. When it works, it is the most beautiful rugby you will ever see. Their coaching setup is interesting, led by co-coaches, Mignot and Ortiz. Mignot is a legend of the French game, a former captain with nearly 100 caps. She understands the French rugby soul. Their game plan is to disrupt. They have a physical, aggressive forward pack that contests everything at the breakdown. And then they look to unleash their talented backline into broken field play. To understand France, you have to understand their rivalry with England. It is a defining fixture of the Six Nations every year, and it perfectly encapsulates the French paradox. This year's 2025 Six Nations Grand Slam decider was a classic. France travelled to Twickenham. England raced out to a massive 33-0 lead. The game looked over. Then, the French flair ignited. They started throwing the ball around. Their offloads stuck, and this one breathtaking try after another, roaring back into the contest. They lost 43-42, just 1 point. It was France in a nutshell. They showed they have the talent to tear the best team in the world apart, but their inconsistency at the start of the game cost them the title. Okay, let's get into the key players, and there are some fantastic names here. First, the general, the playmaker at fly half, Caroline Drouin. Drouin is the key. She has the vision to see space, a fantastic kicking game, and the skill to unleash the players outside her. When she is on form, France looks unstoppable. The captain, leading from the back row, is Manae Feleu. She is a powerful, intelligent loose forward and provides the leadership and grit needed to balance out the flair. In the pack, you have to talk about the powerhouse number 8, Romane Ménager. She is an absolute force of nature, one of the best ball carriers in the world. She consistently gets them over the gain line and creates the momentum the backline thrives on. And in the midfield, watch out for Gabrielle Vernier. She's a world-class center, a brilliant line runner, and on attack, arguably the best defensive center in the game. She brings the steel that holds their backline together. The big question for France is the same one it has been for a decade. Can they find the consistency to win it all? The unpredictability is their greatest weapon, but it is also their greatest weakness. To win a World Cup, you have to win 3 high-pressure knockout games in a row: a quarterfinal, a semi-final, and a final. France have proven they can win any one of those games, but can they maintain their peak level, avoid those moments of indiscipline or error for 3 straight weeks? That is the multi-million dollar question. My From the Stands verdict? France is non-negotiable viewing. They are appointment television. They could produce a moment of magic to win the World Cup, or they could implode and crash. You just never know, and that's the beauty of it. You have to tune in. Next time, we're heading down under to look at a team that has been improving at a rapid rate and has a point to prove: the Australian Wallaroos. Make sure you're subscribed. Let me know in the comments, is this the year French flair finally triumphs? Cheers.